One of the most surprising things that happen as we get older is how much less we think about what other people think of us. When you're younger, other people's opinions sometimes feels incredibly important, almost like they shape your identity. But somewhere along the way, something begins to shift. Experience starts to replace insecurity, and life feels a little bit freer. At some point, the constant concern about other people's opinions begins to fade. Life experience slowly teaches us that approval from others is not necessary. When that realization settles in, it can feel like a weight's been lifted. My first point is that experience builds confidence. The longer we live, the more situations we face and work through. Over time, these experiences build a quiet confidence in our judgment. We begin to trust our instincts more because life has shown us more, and we've seen that we can handle challenges. We also recognize our weaknesses and what we can't or should avoid. The second talking point would be that approval becomes less important. When you're younger, approval from others can feel like validation and extremely important. But as we get older, we realize that constantly seeking approval can be exhausting. Respecting yourself and your own values starts to matter far more than impressing or appealing to other people. The third point is that we realize other people's opinions change constantly. One thing I know life has taught me is how quickly opinions can come and go. Someone that criticizes you today could think differently tomorrow. Think about all the times that you've had an argument with somebody who became a friend of yours. Um, they may not see eye to eye with everything that you feel, and likewise, you don't feel the same way about everything that they believe in. But you come to a mutual understanding, and I've had that happen many times in my life, as I'm sure probably many of you have. Once you see how temporary opinions can actually be, they carry a lot less weight. Another point is that life is too short for constant comparison. Comparing yourself to others can easily become a lifelong habit. But over time, you realize that everyone's path looks different. Focusing on your own journey brings far more peace than constantly measuring yourself against others. Authenticity becomes more important. As we get older, pretending to be someone you're not becomes tiring. Being genuine starts to feel far more valuable than simply fitting in. Living authentically often brings a sense of relief that sadly a lot of people never experience. Perspective replaces insecurity is another talking point that I'd like to cover. Time is a way of putting things into perspective. Situations that once caused anxiety no longer seem so important. The longer I live, the clearer it becomes that most worries simply fade with time. Letting go of constant worry about other people's opinions can be one of the most freeing parts of getting older. It allows us to focus on what truly matters: your values, your peace of mind, and the life you generally and genuinely want to live. And in many ways, that freedom is one of the quiet gifts that comes with experience. So we take the concept of not caring about what others think as we get older, not so much as a criticism of the system, but just an acknowledgement of our experience and wisdom as we get older. That a lot of things that we worry about and we strive to attain, doesn't really matter as much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'd love to hear your comments. And please like and subscribe. Until then, bye.